Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the London Monarchs and the New York Jets. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And not what he was hoping for there.
Wait, set, slide, 80! 52's the mic. I'm here all day.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Hey, 66.
Brady now to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off it.
He'll take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready? 53 is the mic. No, ready. Hey, check 24.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Tight end's right. 4 down. Check. Slam. Fudge. Ain't no such thing as a loss. Regular. He's checking. Checking, reload. Hey, foxtrot. 72.
From the gun, it's Brady. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Come on, first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run with Howard. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch tight end. 40. Check three. Let's go. Move on. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. I'm scared.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Motion. Reset. 57. Mike, 57. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
His pass intended for number 18.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
SOS. Here we go. Ozzy. 380. Hey. Choose the mic right here over there, right? 450.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Taking a shot for Samuel. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Tackled that time by Sidney Jones.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I got it. Shoot. Hatch it.
They run the counter. It's Hubbard. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Haskins will throw. Steps away to his left. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back. The risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit and in this case lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Brady taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here.
Shotgun now for Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a bit of a daunting task here for this offense as they'll start out at the 1-yard line.
I guess you could easily say there's a whole lot of real estate in front of them if they want to achieve their goal, which is get to the other end zone.
And 99 yards to go if they want to do just that.
Switch up.
Haskins from his own end zone. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Now Haskins on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Haskins eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and forever. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room past the 20 as he's all the way up to the 24-yard line. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the...
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Back to the air, Haskins after the pick 6. Throw left side complete. That's Hubbard. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Now it's Haskins. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Jones. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Wait, that wide 80. Check 52's the line. I'm coming. I'm coming. 72.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Wait, that Alabama. 380. We're pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet. Watch the safety creep.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal.
Alert! Hey, exit. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. We don't want this. New mic. Hey! 52. Hey, check it.
Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Wait, that 53. Here we go, D. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Alert. 53's in now. No. Check that. Hey, Echo. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Hey, Mike 52. 52. Shadow.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, PI gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Watch his flat. 72.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the 1st half.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
One back in the game. That's Jones, second and goal.
Hey, team six. Team six. Watch Mike. Get that regular.
Brady going to throw. And, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He's got daylight. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And this will be a touchdown. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Check number 6. Check number 6.
From the gun, Brady nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerome Baker in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
yeah.
we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, alert 3. Check. 22. Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hubbard, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Quinn Williams on the stop. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
on second down. It's Hubbard. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, they run with Howard. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
At the 19-yard line.
Target. 57 to Mike. 57 to go.
On second and a couple. Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now a give, right side. Hubbard. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. It's a party now.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Defense.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hubbard. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Watch out.
They'll try to run this one in. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Jets have recovered.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. And yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Hey, high 7. 52, right 52. Go bandit.
Now Brady. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
That's good for the Jets. First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17.
No, 66.
Operating from the gun. Brady. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Regular. No, check that. Hey, wahoo. Watch the pass. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Yo. Mike 52. All you get is a headache. Hey, 66.
To throw is Brady. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Spawn. No. Wide. Get wide. Alpha. Hey, zoom.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
On 2nd down now, it's Hubbard. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Double dog. That's the way.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. He sets to fire deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Wait, set. Alabama. 380. I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're on mine. You're on mine. Shadow. You're on mine. 52's the mark, boy. Go. Go. Blue down. Blue down. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Hey, they scared. They scared. Rip.
Throwing again. Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Check that. We want Mike 52 right here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They go with Howard again. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll run it now out of the gun. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 83 yards. As they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Check, check. Break down. Tight go. Check. Well done. Watch the whip.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Check. Crunch.
Haskins to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Check it back.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Let's get it. Ready? Switch me out, Lord. Yeah, I got you. Go. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Now it's Haskins. It's caught inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. So now it all comes down to the left foot of their kicker. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And he got it. The kick is good, and a fantastic finish here on a Monday night. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew it. And just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for our visitors, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
a young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my